swim.
What's up? Andy here, doing a Shisha review for you. Today is going to be Hookah-Hookah Royal Tamarind. Tamarind, you might ask, I mean, it's a weird word. It's actually a Arabic or Indian date. I've never eaten a date, I don't think, in general. It smells like a melon, and I believe it grows off of a tree. I mean, if you look at an image of it right here, you can see that it looks like an old green bean growing on a tree. Yet, it has this melony-licious smell to it. It very much tastes like a melon. It has that honeydew and that cantaloupe taste all together. It's kind of funny how that little brown thing has this taste, which is very interesting. Royal Tamarind. Never tried it, so I can't compare it to the actual flavor itself, but this flavor has a very juicy flavor. One else thing I forgot to mention is this is a long cut. So the long cut actually, it's a longer cut of the Shisha. If you get like a regular Hookah-Hookah Shisha, it has a shorter cut. Yes, it holds less juice, but this stuff is wicked juicy. And I have a Vortex bowl. I packed it with that. And I'm using the Sahara Hookah, Sahara House. I'm not exactly sure what the, I think it's in the fruit group. I mean, it tastes like it's a fruit. So to me, I'm going to say it's in the fruit group. Maybe it grows on trees. It just reminds me of something like just knowing that it's an Arabic fruit or just whatever they consider it as. I can just, like, say you went to a market and they're like selling these things, like I could just smell that, or like an instant of this through the air, where it's like that unique melon smell, because it's like a melon, but it's more unique. It has its own unique taste and everything else. For those who are hesitant, I really think you should try this. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it smelled, but it tastes like, I thought it was just gonna be like a melon, but then I didn't understand the name, so I did some research. Here's an observation. You should try this, review it, and video repost to me, or you can just tell me you didn't like it and that my review was terrible. Either way, it's just gonna... Well, no questions asked, the clouds are puffy, and it's always fancy and fantastic to get puffy clouds. Right now I'm using a Vortex bowl, which is it's not too dense, but it has a good radius to put everything in. And I have two coconaires and half of a quick light, which is what I usually use with the Vortex, so the quick light will burn out faster than the coconaires will, so it's not too hot. I mean, I have a wind cover on too, just to burn it up real good, because it's more juicy than the regular Hookah-Hookah fruit. And I must say, much more flavorful. Has a lot of flavor. It's always nice to have evaporated fruit and smoke it. Let's get down to a grading. A grading for the Royal Tamarind. It's going to be getting a grading of a 6. Yes, it's 6. It's actually really good, very flavorful. I'm very surprised how it tastes, because when you smell it, it just smells like a melon. And I wasn't sure it was going to have too much flavor, but it actually has that very unique melon flavor, which I'm going to consider it a melon. I don't know if it's considered a melon, but I'm gonna. Me. And so, yeah. Clouds are always a 9 or a 10. In some cases, I mean, if I don't heat it up well, then you get shit clouds, and then just a big disappointment. You should really try this flavor. Giving it a 6 out of 10. So, yeah, that about wraps up this review. Feel free to comment if you have any other opinions on this flavor, or if you really want to look into it, you can always just research the fruit itself. But until then, I'm outie.